you bring up Ryan, I want to ask, how did he feel how you went and watching it together with him? How's that?
It's been great. I mean, I'm pushing. I would love for him to be part of the next season because it truly is like a bucket list item for him. I feel like he wanted to be in the military. He's colorblind and then I think it was like 40 years old, he got this wild hair and wanted to be to try to see if he could go back and be a PJ. I feel like Ryan definitely was very proud of me. I would love for him to be able to experience it. So I'm really pushing like Fox, if you're listening, Minnow Films, if you're listening, Ryan would do have Ryan on the show. He would love it and he'd do so well. So I kind of wanted to do the show so that he could live vicariously through me in a weird way. And of course, I just wanted him to be proud of me and my kids
Yeah.
and he's been really proud of me. I think that he knows all the details. You know, I called him the second that I could when I was finished, and he knew my struggles with worry going into it, and just the fact that I got through what I got through. He's definitely very proud of me.
Doubt. When we spoke last, we spoke about those cryptic posts, the rumors, and all of that. Do you feel like being on the show has made you and your marriage stronger in a way?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like whenever you put yourself or you go through a challenging thing in your life, a challenging moment, a challenging era, a challenging time, whatever, you come out of it with a perspective, right? And my perspective coming out of it was that I really truly am incredibly blessed. I have a wonderful husband. We have a wonderful life. We have two beautiful kids who are teenagers, and sometimes the days are not really fun, but but we are so blessed to have so much love in our life, so much laughter, and and it showed me like there are people out there who sacrifice everything to protect our country, their countries, our world, and just getting that teeny tiny taste of what they've been through. I mean, teeny tiny, like, 2 days. They've been doing this for decades, and I just walked away with so much more respect for what they do and want to shout that from the rooftops. We should all be so grateful for anyone who sacrifices, for firefighters, for frontline, those on the front lines, for our military, special forces. That was a huge perspective for me.
Yeah, definitely. It's, I mean, this week especially, what people
Yeah.
do for each other to protect one another, our families, our homes, the military, the country. It's just so eye-opening. I can really feel how grateful you are to have done it. How do you feel your experience is going to change you going forward in your day-to-day, your years? What are you really focusing on now after having that experience?
I think that what I'll take away is that gratitude for my life. I think also, just knowing that I can do hard things. Had I been pushed off of a boat, like, uh, if Ryan, say, had pushed me off of a boat and then I couldn't do anything but swim to shore, I would have been so mad. But on special forces, you just do it because that's what your task is. That's your purpose for being there, is to do what they're asking. And then, through that, your purpose shines through. And in normal life, if I was faced with any of those things, it would be really hard for me to actually accomplish them, to actually put my fear aside. But I think what the show showed me is so much of it is mind over matter. And whatever you need to focus on other than your fear, um, just do it. Just do whatever you need to do mentally to focus on just getting through the task, like minute by minute, second by second, whatever you need to do. And whether you do it slowly or quickly, that was a hard part for me too, is yes, you're not competing technically against other people, but I didn't want to be the one who was always last, you know? And so you put this pressure on yourself, like you want to continue and you want to do well for the group, as a team, you know? And that was hard for me because I am not as in shape as all of those people probably. And so that was hard for me because it was kind of, in a way, a competition against other people because you want to do well. And I think that's the thing too, is just keep swimming, just keep going, no matter how fast you're going. Don't worry about anyone else.
Yeah.
Do it at your own speed and get her done. So I think I'll take that away, is that no matter what challenges you're faced with in life, just put one foot in front of the other and keep going.
And what a great lesson for your kids as well to see.
Yeah. Yeah, and part of me is like, am I a hypocrite for saying that? Because I did leave when I did, and I wasn't injured and all those things, but then I have to go back to, well, you didn't get hurt and you weren't all of the things, the reasons why I left. But yeah, I do think that will be part of the mindset, and regardless of what other people think, if I left, you know, disrespectfully, I don't feel like I left disrespectfully, but I don't
No,
want people to look down on, the fact that I
the re
left because they just don't show all of all of what went down, and um, yeah, I have to
really
keep my
admire that it was a decision that was made the next day. It wasn't a rash decision because you were like, I can't do this, I can't do it. It was you got through it. You got through the tasks and you woke up the next day and you just thought, that's that's enough. And that's
yeah,
total
yeah.
it's like no, I
Thank
would not be able to do what you did. Like it's crazy. It's crazy.